Hi, I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Kaylee, and this is
Shoot the Vows. Today we're talking about things that we would tell you if we were not afraid to hurt your feelings, which we are. So
I'm so afraid to hurt your feelings. I'm so sorry.
We're gonna tell you so gently.
As gently as I can. I'm a little bit brutally honest, okay? I'm apologize now.
Yeah, so things that we would tell you if we were brutally honest, which we're totally not. So, we'll definitely sugarcoat it. Don't worry.
Definitely sugarcoat it, because that's who we are. Just
I'm terrified of offending you.
Yeah, I don't want to make you cry, because then I'll cry.
She will, too.
I really will. Don't yell at me. I'll cry.
Okay, so the first thing is, please, we're going to talk to each other, so this is less uncomfortable for everybody. Please get ready earlier.
Oh, yeah, definitely. The earlier, the better in most cases.
If you think you need 2 hours, just start getting ready earlier than that. And, your hair and makeup artist should hopefully tell you a good timeline. But if any of your bridesmaids are doing their own hair or doing their own makeup, if you, God forbid, are doing your own hair or doing your own makeup, I did my own makeup for my wedding, so that happens, but make sure you've done it before, you've timed yourself, you know it takes 25 minutes. Okay, great, give yourself 45.
Right, because there's a bunch of people that you have around you that you don't have around you when you're doing the trial runs.
Yeah, you guys are talking and having a great time, sipping mimosas.
Again, just having a great time like you're supposed to be doing, but you need to account that time in there. Nothing against doing your own hair and makeup. I'm one of those girlies that I would rather do it myself. I would rather do it myself because I don't want to spend the money on it. It is what it is. It's, no hate, no shade. But at the end of the day, a lot time for it.
Yeah. And then going even further with the get ready earlier, please, I'm begging you, please steam all of the dresses.
All of them.
The night
day
before. Because
please.
You're probably going to have to steam them again. But, it takes so much time. And
for them to dry.
If you just got your hair done, now you got a steamer going.
And now your hair's going to be 10 foot tall. Your makeup's going to be running down your face.
Yeah, so please steam the day before.
Have one of your bridesmaids, all the dresses the night before, hanging them all up, doing them all.
Yes.
All of them. I don't care which ones, all of them. Mom's, grandma's. Yours, theirs,
Flower girl, yeah.
Everybody's.
And also, sometimes suits can look a little weird if they're not steamed. So check the suits. Make sure they weren't crumpled up in a ball in the corner for some ungodly reason. That's something my husband would do. We're getting married the next day. He tried his suit on and then threw it in the corner. It's covered in cat fur.
He's over it.
Love you, Joe.
Going back to kind of the hair and makeup, you should be the last one to get your hair and makeup done. The bride should be yes, start getting prepped and ready early, but your hair and makeup should be the last one done out of everybody's. Because at the end of the day, it's going to fall out. The earlier you do it, you're just going to have to get it retouched up. Be the last one to get that one done.
Mm-hmm. It's important you look good. Mm-hmm. Please stop asking us while we are taking your photos if your arms look weird. Your arms look beautiful. Otherwise,
we'll tell you and we'll move them.
We would move your arms.
I promise we will move your arm. If you look uncomfy, we will fix that.
And sometimes if you feel uncomfortable while having your photos taken, and it's never my goal to have you feel uncomfortable while your photos
But some
photos
poses are genuinely uncomfortable.
Sometimes they feel weird, but man, they look amazing.
Look so good.
My favorite one is when we tell you, kiss with your teeth. And they're always excuse me, what?
That sounds like germs.
And it looks so good. Don't actually touch teeth. I always tell them that too, because they will. And that's not hygienic.
Well, but it's just, there's something about the way that they bring their two heads together.
They look so happy.
And then they smile and then it looks so genuine because then they're laughing because they're we look stupid.
Yeah, rather than eating each other's faces.
Exactly.
When me and my husband kiss, we do this weird thing where I'm eating his top lip. Which includes his mustache. And it kind of looks weird in photos. So sometimes the way that we don't normally kiss might actually look better in a photograph. So trust your photographer. If you hired a good one, then you shouldn't have to worry. If you didn't hire a good one, then maybe you should be worried and you should hire a different one.
And again, if you feel awkward, it is important to let us know that you feel awkward. because we can reassure you that, hey, this doesn't look awkward. Yes, it may feel awkward, but it doesn't look it. Or it may genuinely look awkward and we might not notice it in that very split second. And, you know, you can say, hey, are you sure my arm looks good here? And we'll be like, actually, we're going to have you position it a little over here, but I was getting him situated first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Also, when we're eating, please don't see us with Uncle Frank.
Please.
Like, Uncle Frank is so cool.
I would rather eat in a coat closet.
When we're not working. Like, I don't know. I actually explained this to a couple the other day. If you have a job where, like, your main job is customer service, like maybe you're talking to people all day long, do you want to take your lunch break with your customers? Maybe you work at a front desk and you want to eat your lunch at your front desk in
while
front of all these
coming
customers
to get refunds and exchanges.
Like, you want to go sit in your car and like
just be alone for 2 minutes,
and space out and like.
Well, and no hate, no shade, but it's fun to make fun of the guests, okay? Like, we can't do that in front of the guests.
We would never do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. We would never make fun of the guests. That was totally fake news. Didn't mean it. Things I wish we could say.
No, but there was a bride recently that was wearing a white dress at a wedding, and we were definitely throwing shade.
Oh, it wasn't the bride. Let's clarify that. The bride was wearing a white dress, and someone at the wedding was wearing a cream color dress.
Wait, did I say bride?
Yes, you said the bride was wearing a white dress.
Yeah.
Let's clarify
There's
that.
been a couple weddings recently where that was the case.
Well, I hope the bride's wearing white, but
no, it was not the bride.
Yeah, no,
person.
and she was wearing cream. Like, it was not yellow. Maybe in the sunshine it was yellow because it was feeding off the yellow sun, but inside that building, that dress looked white. It looked
pretty,
ivory.
Yeah, it was pretty close to white.
And she was matching with another girl that was there, except hers was in blue, and it was a light baby blue. Again, cutting real close to white, but not my problem. But again, I can't say that in front of your guest. I need a back room. Give me the coat closet for 30 minutes.
Yeah, that was rough.
I'm sorry, but red wine would have been spilled all over her. No apologies given, and you would have had to been sent home. I do not play that game.
Sent to your room with no dinner. Grounded.
Hot take. Your guests aren't looking at your centerpieces as much as you think they are.
No.
Don't get me wrong. I love flowers, and I would not skip out on flowers. But I would not be forking hundreds of dollars into centerpieces.
Or like just general tablescapes. So like your guests maybe aren't as cultured as you think. I was at a wedding not that long ago. I hate to admit that, but it wasn't that long ago. It was less than 2 years ago. And they had like the decorative plates out, but they didn't have the plates we were eating off of out yet.
It starts with a C.
I don't know. They were like wooden plates.
Yeah, so it's a decorative plate. It starts with a C. Oh my God, I'm not going to remember the name of it now.
So anyways, whatever the things were that Kaylee will look up later, or she won't sleep tonight. I'm going to look it up right now,
actually. I literally can't. I'm getting upset not being able to think about it. Go ahead.
So they were on the table, but the plates weren't out, and they served a salad. And so I was hungry, and I put the salad on the decorative wooden thing.
Oh, no.
That was not a plate. So, not to say your guests are as stupid as I am, but...
You didn't.
No,
Are you serious?
No, I really did. I was hungry, and I didn't know.
Hold on. It literally has a name.
Are you going to figure it out?
I'm almost in the middle of it. Hold on.
Everybody, just hang on a second.
It starts with the C. Decorative plate.
If you want to fast forward through this part...
Sorry, Carl. Give me just a second. It starts with a C. Oh, charger. They're called charger plates. Yep.
So your guests don't care about charger plates. They will eat off of them. I wasn't even a photographer. I was a guest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's even funnier.
It was my friend's wedding.
That's even funnier because I'm almost positive Margot had charger plates at her wedding.
Well, I knew not to eat off of those ones.
Now.
Because that was after the first time I did it. And my husband was like, "Are you stupid?"
The charger plate.
And I said,
You're eating
yes.
salad off the charger
Yes, I am.
plate.
And I was hungry. Put regular
That's funny.
plates out too.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they're supposed to be stacked. Like, you're supposed to have the charger plate and then the plate on top of it.
Actually, maybe there was a plate on top of it. But
And you took it off?
I thought it was for something else.
You uncultured swine, you.
No, anyways, back to the centerpieces. If you're gonna save money there. Like, don't stress
Just
about
do
it.
a couple bud vases at the end of the day. Like, if you're stressing about it, couple bud vases with some short flowers, you're fine. You don't want anything tall in the middle. If you have something tall, it's got to be really tall because people can't conversate across the table. Like, there is rhyme and reason to table pieces if you look into it and do it the smart way and have charger plates with plates on top of them.
I can't stand you. Maybe they should put signs out.
Please don't eat off of the charger. You shouldn't have to do that. Maybe someone should be a little bit more honest with Caitlin.
You're so mean.
I'm sorry.
Now I'm gonna cry.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
She did. So anyways, I think that, what else would we say? Please give us more time for photos. We love you. Like, we don't need a ton of time. At least 20, 30 minutes, though. None of this 5-10 minute thing.
But I want 20, 30 minutes like 3 times throughout the day. I want it after the first look. I want to go out and get a couple photos. After the ceremony, after the family pictures, we should get some more couple photos. After dinner, during golden hour, we should get more couples photos. Like,
Yeah.
I love those. And there's some of those couples that we get that they're like, meh, couples photo schmodos. Couples photo schmodos. But...
We're digressing again. The end of our episodes are always much worse than the beginning. So if you stayed this long,
thanks for coming this long and watching us almost flip the table. Oh my God, what happened?
I don't know. But for anyone that wasn't watching, they're probably just wondering why I randomly screamed. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna cut it there because it's
that's a wrap for today,
we're
boys.
very quickly going downhill. But that's what we would tell you if we weren't afraid to hurt your feelings, which we are. So sorry.
Sorry, we won't tell you in person.
Please don't be mean to us in the comments. That is bullying, and I will tell on you.
More like she'll delete your comment.
I will, because I'm a coward.
I think she's crazy for that, but...
All right, thanks for listening, guys, or watching, or both. If you have any comments, questions, or topic requests, we never
Drop 'em
get
down
any.
below.
Yeah, we never get any. So please tell us what you want to hear about, because we're running
out of ideas. We've dropped 35 episodes. It's your turn now. You put in the work.
Pick up the slack. Anyways, thank you so much, and please subscribe.
Bye, guys.